Yeah, I have to make another video on that topic. I didn't have time to like finish what I wanted to convey because I just had an interview. And guess what? I actually got hired for a sales jobs, believe it or not. And I was just honest about it. And I was like, a little bit surprised because, I cannot connect to people. I can't deal with people. In sales jobs, you actually have to work with people. I'm just gonna go a little bit further because I don't want that woman to like, I don't want to be a dick about like she has her talk to do and I want her, to also talk about things. So I'm just kind of gonna go in my own zone and finish what I wanted to convey. I just watched my video, but what I want to say, I kind of lost my train of thought, but I had that problem, like I said. I'm just getting angry because people were taking me the wrong way and I was acting crazy because of it. And now I'm getting better, and even with kids or people with disabilities, like I said, even though I'm a little weird, but weirdness has a gradation, right? So let's say you're weird and other normal people perceive you as weird, but then you see weird people who are more special than you are, and you see the bullshit they do, right? It's like this. People who are more normal than me, they yell at me for the dumb shit I do, but then when I deal with people who are less normal than me and who has problems which I don't have, right? I treat them the same way as this so-called normal people treat me. Like I get easily irritated, I get easily agitated, I start yelling. So pretty much I act the same way as other people, only to the different scale, and to the different people. So it's like the same principle, it's just like different gradations, if you know what I mean. So it's like normal people, they talk down of me because of the dumb shit I do, because they can do that shit and I cannot do it. The same thing with me. People who are more special than me, people who have more problems as I do, I yell at them because of the dumb shit they do, because I'm more normal than they are, and I don't do the dumb shit that they are doing. You see, it's like the same principle. But the thing of that is, like, if you have good social skills, instead of like yelling or going crazy or whatever, you can just like become zen and say, you know what? I don't have to go crazy, I don't have to yell. I can talk to them and explain everything to them in the calm voice. Yes, it's a difficult thing to do, but then mind over matter. You see? Mind over matter. You just develop that skill and try to go with it, even though it's not part of my nature. But even somebody in on-track when I was in San Francisco told me, Emil, you're not taking shit from people. Said, well, when I was young I was the same way, and then I had kids. And the thing is, my girlfriend whom I in like a long distance relationship or whatever, and we don't see each other that much, she's been even telling me that, Emil, I'm not ready to have kids with you because of the way you act, because kids they don't understand, right? And if you don't take shit from people, if you have no patience for people, then guess what? What you will be doing? You will be going crazy on kids who don't understand. You will be yelling at them. And I'm like, I cannot have kids from the man who acts this way, So until you're ready to get your act together, learn how to deal with people better, you're not gonna have kids. So I guess being patient when people treat me the wrong way, really what it should do, it should teach me that what, put my ego aside. And when people tell me, oh, your ego is not your amigo, and I get angry at that too. You know why? Because I feel like that's insult my sense of freedom as an individual, because I don't like when people telling me nothing, I just don't like it. It's just how I am. I feel like if I don't know something, I act like I don't know. But if I know something and people treat me like I don't, I kind of get angry and aggravated and I start acting crazy. But I guess I need to work on that, because what? It's not worth it. It's not gonna get me anywhere in life, really. And I already know that. but interacting with people, learning how to deal with people instead of just like being worried, stressed, and thinking, oh, it's not gonna work, oh, things gonna be bad, oh, ta. You know, I need to just like get rid of that mentality, kind of go with the flow. That's why I didn't like when people give me fist bumps, saying, always ask me to repeat myself. I was getting angry, but then it's like, even if you don't like the way people treat me, maybe, like, I learned it, and people used to tell me that a lot, that, you know what, you cannot change your situation, you have to learn how to respond better to things. And I was always be able to like understand it on the intellectual level, but I was not really able to apply it. But right now, through all of the psychologists I see on the phone, through all these things I see on the phone, through all of these explanations, I'm getting a lot of like training on why like I should really change my mindset. I should really change the way I react to things, and that would be really beneficial to me. And if people take me the wrong way, instead of arguing with them, going crazy and all of that, stay calm, explain myself. If they don't want to hear it, move on. But it was hard for me to move on, because I was thinking that if I'm gonna just move on, I mean, it's just like an idea, I have to force things, you know. And I remember my first girlfriend used to tell me, don't force things to happen, allow things to happen, you know, allow things to happen. But even though she was telling me that, it was a hard thing for me to do. I was not capable of doing it, because I was like, no, I need to force, because maybe if I force, maybe I'm gonna get my way. But you see, life taught me it's like the other way around. If you force, you're being forceful, it's like the opposite. You're not gonna get your way, because people are gonna get annoyed and they're gonna start working out on you, because, you know, they're gonna feel irritated, because, you know. So I guess I had to learn that having good social skills, it means that you just have to, instead of like forcing things, you should allow things to happen and just like be cool about it and not to be worried. And the reason why I was not being able to do it, because of my fear, because I was afraid that if I'm not gonna get somewhere right in life and I'm not gonna get what I want, I'm not gonna be able to survive, and I'm gonna do some antisocial things because I cannot get my way because of the way I am. And I always had that fear, and I was always thinking that, well, my bosses don't like the way I do the job, but I don't see the issue with the way I doing it, and I cannot do the job better. So they're not happy with me, they're gonna fire me. If I'm gonna get fired, I'm gonna get myself a gun and use the Second Amendment. And I'm gonna punish people because I don't get what I want in life. And, you know, I always had that thought in the back of my mind. And I was imagining like how I'm gonna fucking get fucking gloves, get a fucking mask, get a fucking gun, and punish all my coworkers for not being happy with my performance that way. I always had that type of mentality, you know, but I didn't really want to do it like that, you know, because like, if I go on the rampage, then it's not gonna be good, because then I'm gonna have legal consequences, I'm gonna be jailed for life, or maybe I'm like Elliot Rodger, gonna kill myself, because I'm just gonna go crazy, you know. But this is something I've been thinking about a lot when I was younger. This is something I didn't want to happen to me, so that's something was on my mind, was crazy thoughts. So but now instead I learned that, you know what, people are not bad and they're willing to help, but you have to be nice to people. But then it's like a weird thing, weird mentality, you know. And sometimes I scream at people and go crazy, not because I'm dangerous, so I want to like hurt people or whatever, like people may think, but no. It's more so I'm like looking at it like, what the fuck? Like I'm looking at it like, okay, you treat me like I cannot do the job and I can't do the job. You treat me like I don't understand when I do understand. And that shit kind of makes me go crazy, because I get so irritated. And I get irritated not because I'm like wish people bad and scream, you know, I want to hurt people, no. I just get pissed off, you know, because I'm like, what the fuck, motherfucker, do you really think that of me? How dare you think that of me, you motherfucker? That's what I'm really thinking. You know, and then I want to insult people because of that. And I want to insult people not because, you know, it's just like most I want to insult them because how dare they think that of me because it's not true. And I'm like, this kind of go that way, like, but I'm working on, like, I guess not to be that way and try to, you know, find a different approach into dealing with people and learning how to talk to people differently, how to interact with people differently, how can I convey my messages differently, you know. So it's like, say the same thing as what I mean, not lying about it, not sugarcoating things, not being fake, but it's like, how can I convey the message in a different way so I'm not gonna come across as crazy or offensive or whatever, which I'm not even thinking about it. It's just like action reaction to me. I get pissed off, I go crazy, that's all. Like, I'm not putting even second thought into nothing. I'm just like, you know, but I guess life is teaching me different skills. Life is teaching me how to, you know, how to convey your message differently, not like being fake or say something you don't feel. It's more like, okay, I feel this way and that's fine, and I'm gonna convey it and I'm gonna say it the way I feel, but I'm gonna use the right words. I'm gonna try to be not offensive about it, you know. I'm gonna try to say it in a way which is not gonna piss people off or turn people off. That's something which, you know, I'm trying to learn. So, and I think that life is teaching me that kind of lesson, and I think that I really need that lesson in my life. I know I do. So that was my video. That's all I got for you people. Just sharing my insights of things, sharing like what's going on in my life, kind of. So, well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share your thoughts, and I'm out. All the best to you guys. Peace.